What's up, squad? This is Brent from Batu Sun. Thanks for joining me today. We just saw another center right wing candidate win a presidential election in Latin America. This is taking place in the country of Colombia, where the candidate Abelardo de la Espriella defeated Ivan Cepeda Castro to become the president of Colombia. This is the fourth election where the right wing candidate has or conservative candidate has succeeded. The others being Chile, Honduras. There's currently a runoff in Peru, but it looks like Keiko Fujimori is going to pull that off. And now we have Colombia. Now we do got the big one coming in October with Brazil, the largest country in Latin America, the most populous country in Latin America, where they have the Silva's presidential election in October, and that's all eyes are going to be there. But what you're seeing is in a place once embracing leftist ideology, where we're talking about pink tide in the late '90s. This is the region of Nicolas Chavez. What you're starting to see is a wave of conservatism take place, and although this isn't surprising, Latin America goes back and forth between candidates just like the United States. Remember, before you have Trump, the president before him contrasted drastically and with President Obama. And before Obama, the candidate before him, George H.W. Bush contrasted drastically with him. But what you are seeing is this region of Latin America where you have a strong embrace of people looking for security, people looking for a better quality of life, starting to embrace alternatives. And it's turning a region where before it was 10 out of 17 countries were leaning left. Now it's only five, and that's going to be Mexico, Brazil, Uruguay, Nicaragua, and Venezuela. But Venezuela really doesn't count because they're so tightly aligned to me to the Trump administration. So what this does is, and President Trump likes to work with leaders in his style and ideology. He likes working with conservative strongmen. So this really opened up the door, especially in a time where President Trump are labeling gangs and mafia groups in Latin America as terrorist organization, exerting influence in these regions and partnering with these leaders. This could be a total new relationship between the United States and the rest of Latin America. I believe it was Pete Hegseth that said, this is our hemisphere. So, or when he was talking about America. So it's really going to be interesting, this conservative wave. And the question is, where do it stop in Latin America? So love to hear your thoughts. Comment below. Like, share, subscribe if you enjoy the content. Until next time, take care. Bantu up.